Welcome back! One of these Chinese megaprojects was built in just 19 days. Another sits 4,600 meters above sea level, and one can literally change its shape. If you love incredible engineering, subscribe. Let's get into it. What if an entire public park could be built by robots instead of construction crews? China's 3D printed public park turned that idea into reality. Covering 5,523 square meters, the park was created using robotic 3D concrete printing and includes more than 2,000 printed elements, from benches and sculptures to flower beds, retaining walls, and curbs. The project was completed in just 2.5 months, far faster than traditional construction. But here's the incredible part. The robotic printing process places concrete only where it's needed, reducing material waste and construction costs while producing complex shapes that would be extremely difficult to build by hand. What looks like an ordinary park is actually one of the world's first large-scale demonstrations of how robots could transform the future of construction. At first glance, it looks like an ordinary glass building. Then, the entire facade starts moving. The Fosun Foundation in Shanghai is one of the world's most fascinating kinetic buildings. Standing 40 meters tall, its exterior is wrapped in more than 650 bronze-colored tubes that rotate around the structure like a giant moving curtain. The project was designed by world-renowned architects Foster and Partners and Heatherwick Studio and cost hundreds of millions of dollars to develop as part of Shanghai's Bund Finance Center. But here's the incredible part. The moving facade isn't just for show. It automatically adjusts sunlight, reduces heat inside the building, and transforms the appearance of the museum every 2 hours, accompanied by music and lighting effects. What looks like a living building is actually one of the most technologically advanced architectural projects ever completed in China. What if a solar power plant was built 4,600 meters above sea level? That's exactly what China did with the Kela photovoltaic power station. Located on the Tibetan Plateau, Kela is the world's largest and highest altitude hydro-solar power station. The project covers approximately 16 million square meters, about 2,000 football fields, and features more than 2 million solar panels. With an installed capacity of 1,000 megawatts, the station generates around 2 billion kilowatt-hours of electricity every year, enough to supply nearly 1 million homes. The project required an investment of about 5.3 billion yuan, or roughly $730 million. But here's the incredible part. The solar farm operates in temperatures below -30 degrees Celsius while working together with a nearby hydropower station, creating one of the world's most advanced hybrid renewable energy systems. It's not just a solar farm, it's one of the most ambitious clean energy megaprojects ever built. What if an entire cultural center looked like a giant piece of bamboo floating above the water? That's exactly what China built with the Anji Culture and Art Center, designed by world-renowned architect Ma Yansong and Mad Architects. The complex covers approximately 120,000 square meters and includes a grand theater, museum, art center, conference halls, and public exhibition spaces, all connected beneath one flowing roof inspired by the surrounding bamboo forests. The project took several years to complete and required thousands of uniquely shaped steel and glass panels to create its smooth, organic form. But here's the incredible part. The building appears to have no sharp corners at all. Every curve was digitally modeled and engineered to blend seamlessly into the surrounding landscape, making it look more like a natural landform than a conventional building. It's not just a cultural center. It's one of the most futuristic architectural megaprojects ever built in China. What if an entire building could be inflated in just a few hours? China is developing inflatable dome structures designed to protect construction sites, industrial facilities, and even entire buildings from dust, pollution, and harsh weather. Some of these giant air-supported domes span more than 100 meters, covering areas of tens of thousands of square meters, without requiring massive internal support columns. Powerful air pressure systems keep the structures standing 24 hours a day, while the membranes are strong enough to withstand heavy rain, snow, and strong winds. But here's the incredible part. Unlike conventional buildings that can take months to construct, some inflatable domes can be fully deployed in just a few days, dramatically reducing construction time and costs. What looks like a giant balloon is actually one of the most innovative engineering solutions being used on modern megaprojects. Imagine arriving at a train station built on the edge of a 1,000-meter cliff. This futuristic concept combines a high-speed rail terminal with a glass skywalk suspended above a breathtaking canyon. Passengers could step off a train traveling over 350 kilometers per hour and, just moments later, stand on a transparent observation deck with nothing but open air beneath their feet. A project like this would require millions of tons of steel and concrete, advanced earthquake-resistant engineering, and an investment worth billions of dollars. But here's the incredible part. Structures like this show how tomorrow's transportation hubs could become destinations themselves, not just places to catch a train, but architectural landmarks attracting millions of visitors every year. It's not just a station. It's a vision of what the future of engineering could look like. Most skyscrapers take 5 to 10 years to build. Mini Sky City was completed in just 19 days. Built in Changsha, China, this remarkable tower rises 57 stories to a height of 204 meters. More than 1,200 workers assembled the building using 95% prefabricated modules, installing an average of 3 floors every day. The project provides over 180,000 square meters of space, including offices, apartments, and accommodation for nearly 4,000 people. But here's the incredible part. Despite its record-breaking construction speed, the building was designed to withstand magnitude 9 earthquakes and features one of the world's most advanced energy-efficient ventilation systems, using about 80% less energy than conventional buildings of similar size. What took decades to perfect was assembled in less than 3 weeks. That's why Mini Sky City became one of China's most unbelievable engineering achievements. Imagine building a wall of concrete taller than a skyscraper. Projects of this scale require millions of cubic meters of concrete, hundreds of thousands of tons of steel, and the work of thousands of engineers and construction workers operating around the clock. Some of the world's largest dams stand more than 300 meters high and generate enough electricity to power millions of homes while controlling devastating floods and supplying water to entire regions. But here's the incredible part. Before a single drop of concrete can be poured, engineers must first reshape rivers, stabilize mountainsides, and build foundations strong enough to support structures weighing tens of millions of tons. What looks like an endless wall of steel is the first step toward creating one of the most powerful engineering structures on Earth. Some bridges cross rivers. The Doog Bridge crosses an entire canyon, rising an astonishing 565 meters above the Beipan River. This engineering masterpiece in China is one of the highest bridges in the world. To put that into perspective, that's taller than the Empire State Building and nearly twice the height of the Eiffel Tower. Opened in 2016, the bridge stretches 1.3 kilometers across a dramatic mountain valley, connecting two provinces and transforming travel through one of China's most rugged regions. But the most incredible part is what it replaced. Before the bridge was built, the journey through the mountains could take hours. Today, drivers can cross the canyon in just a few minutes. The project cost approximately $144 million and required thousands of workers to build in extremely challenging terrain with steep cliffs on both sides of the valley. And imagine the view. Standing on the bridge is like looking down from the top of a skyscraper, except there's no city below, only a river hundreds of meters beneath your feet.